the definition of oxidative stress, which, we're kind of talking around, but it's the term for the central process that we're looking at here. The markers that they look at to measure that are all omega-6 fatty acid metabolites. So saying that this is central to these processes isn't you and I being radical. It's the definition of what these processes are, right? Ox-LDL by definition is oxidized omega-6 fats, period, end of story. That's what's happening, right? Go ahead.
And there seems to be a good amount of evidence, correct me if I'm wrong, that the connecting piece of the hypothesis would then be, if we eat more linoleic acid, is our LDL enriched in linoleic acid?
And it's been shown repeatedly in human studies that that happens, and that when that happens, the LDL becomes more oxidized, right? Now, there are other factors in there. So for instance, if you eat a lot of fructose, that'll increase your ox-LDL levels through what happens through fructose metabolism in the gut. One of my favorite studies, just to go back to your metabolite study, if you can just bear with me for a second here. So here we go. Can you see this? Metabolites of arachidonic acid and linoleic acid in early stages of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Now, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is a new disease that emerged, I think, in the 50s and the 60s. And I'm not going to go into any commentary on that, okay? But let's look at what they do here. They get, following the 6-month dietary intervention, hepatic steatosis, which is an incurable condition. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is in 20 to 30% of Americans. It's incurable, right? There is no known treatment other than weight loss, which isn't super helpful. So they put these folks on a low linoleic acid diet, high carbohydrate, but low linoleic acid diet, and they get a 100% cure rate of NAFLD, actually steatosis, but it's a later stage of the same disease. 100% cure rate. I mean, people go on about P equals 0.5 or 0.05 or whatever the number is. This is 100% cure rate. You never see this in the medical literature. Never, never. And when you go through, they're talking about a lot more stuff than we're going to talk about here with linoleic acid metabolites, but that's what they're measuring, and that's what's going down. And they're seeing BMI go down, insulin go down, HOMA-IR go down, which is a marker of insulin resistance, liver enzymes go down to 100% cure rate. That's just mind-boggling.
It's amazing. Will you go scroll up to the title again so people can see it? We'll link to it in the show notes also.
Yeah, metabolites of arachidonic acid and linoleic acid in early stages of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Huge study that, it's a mystery to me. When is this from? 2015. Why hasn't this been reproduced? I mean, there's literally nothing. Look at COVID-19. These people, the people who were cured in this study, are the people who are most susceptible to COVID-19. And this has been completely overlooked in the medical literature that I'm aware of.